What's up? I thought I'd do an Ching reading, so I'll get to it right now. So here's an Ching reading. Okay, I'm using the Lebo method. Sorry if my table looks dirty. I cleaned it earlier, but it's one that I work with. So I use the Lebo method and Ching reading. So here we go. Oops. I have one that fell like that. So we have a yang, yin, 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 and yang. So what does that spell? Alright. So, with this, what we're going to have here is a line for this line right here. For this, because it's a yin, we have another yin. We have this yin right here. We're up to number 4. Number 5 is yin. Oops. Let's redo that. And then we have a yang at the very top. So okay, so that's what our hexagram is going to look like according to the sticks. All right. So if you don't know, in the I Ching, you throw whatever, you cast your lots, and whatever you end up with will either be a yang, which is like this, and a yin, which is like this. So this is the hexagram we end up with initially. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these off, and we're going to test this with our dice. So we'll decide which one is the changing line. So this is a 3, and a yang is 3, so that one stays the same. So okay, roll it again. Okay, this is a 6. I don't know if you can see let's see if I can. So that's a 6. So a 6 is an even number. So it will remain the same. Oops. Okay. So far, no moving lines out of the 4. Okay. And that is a 5. So a 5 is an odd number. So this is a changing line right here. So we put a little dot right there to remember. So what we have is we have the same here, same here. Okay, we'll roll this again. That is another 5. So 5 changes that into a yang line. So we'll put a dot there. That is a 3. With the 3, it's another changing line, so it will be in line, and we'll put a dot there. Okay, and then our final roll is a 2. So that changes too, because that's an even. So this is what it's changed to, from this divination reading into this divination reading. And since we have 4, sometimes I get kind of old, but since we have 4, if they're now right here, this one right up here, number 4, if there are 4 moving lines, consult only the upper of the 2 non-moving lines. So what we're going to do is we're going to consult this right here. So, okay. So, we know that we have this as our original divination reading. So if we go into this book right here, this is a book I have written. The thing is, you have to just know how to read this chart. If you do not know how to read this chart, I'll explain it to you. You want to begin with your bottom row. So if we look up here, this is the bottom row of our first hexagram. All right. And if we go down here, we will see it is 27. Okay. Because if you look up here, this is the next part of the hexagram with 2 yin lines and 1 yang line, and the other one is a yang and 2 yin lines. So when you're building your hexagram, you want to start from the bottom going up to the top. And this would be your bottom part, and this would be your top part. So it's hexagram number 27. So we'll go into hexagram number 27. Okay, so our hexagram is number 27, and it reads as Yi, and it means nourishment. Okay, so we go into here, and what do we know? We know right here, nurturing, feeding, sustenance, swallowing, nutrition, comestible, aliment, subsistence, jaws. Okay, and then the prediction is nourishment does not only imply feeding the body, but it also means feeding the mind and soul. Nourishing the body, enriching the spirit and intellect, and nurturing those around you is a way of empowering humanity. in which you are sharing a higher consciousness of self with others. Avoid impulsive behaviors that allow negative influences to destroy your healthy and stable mindset. Instead, cultivate your character by improving upon people's lives. Okay, so that's our prediction, okay? But we need a moving line to better explain that. So we go back into here, and what we see is, okay, nourishment, this means nourishment. Hexagram number 27, that's what it was. Okay, but we have 4 moving lines. Then we need to consult the upper of the 2 non-moving lines. So it would be this number right here, okay? So if we went top to bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, so we're going to, but we build it like this, so it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anyways, it's kind of weird how it's set up. But what we're going to do is we're going to go 1 being the bottom line and 6 being the top line, okay? So so we'll go right here. Number 2, dependency strips away at an individual's independence while creating a debilitating mindset that is unable to subsist without the generosity of others. Relying on unsuitable people and methods to sustain your needs will only bring more difficulties. Therefore, shameful misfortune awaits. Okay, so that's basically saying being overly dependent on people, creates misfortune, okay? And that's understandable. Most people would understand that. But we need to look at this. This is just telling us what we need to do. We need to be weary of being dependent on others for our own well-being and happiness, because we understand that where nourishment comes about, okay, and what it does, but we also need to be cognizant of and aware of the fact that dependency and shameful misfortune will result from that. That's what is told in terms of our fortune as it moves into this. So basically what happens is this fortune of nourishment is more like kind of like what we're going through right now, everything that's within the present, and this is kind of like what it's going to change into, like what this fortune is going to change into this fortune. So what do we have? We have a yang, yin, yang, and then yang, yang, yin. So we're going to have to go back into here. I wish there was an easier way to do this, but Kindle doesn't have a better method of doing this. So, all right. So don't be dependent on people, it's saying. Basically, you're getting set up for shameful misfortune by even considering that you need anyone in your life to sustain the betterment of everything and to maintain. So, once again, what is it? So when we look at it from down here, we see yang, yin, and yang. And that's what we have here as our changing. Yang, yin, and yang. So we need to find two yangs and a yin. Two yangs and a yin. So right here. So number 49. Okay, so this is the bottom half of it, of the hexagram that it's changing into, and that's the top half of the hexagram, so it's number 49. So what was that again? 46? Jesus Christ, what was it? 49 or 46? I hate this new layout by Amazon Kindle. Okay, it was 49, so it's number 49. Okay. Okay, 49. So 49 is hexagram 49 is Gi, and it's revolution. So basically, being too dependent on people within our first hexagram said do not, it was talking about nourishment, but it said do not be too dependent on others. But now that we're going on to this hexagram, this is what it's turning into, and it's turning into revolution. So basically, what does our prediction have for us as a result from our present circumstances? Well, it's things like metamorphosis, transformation, change, overthrow, reform, rebellion, revolt, uprising, upheaval. Okay, so the prediction for the result of it all is a revolution is stirring while the status quo is being challenged and powerful reforms are being demanded. Competent leaders are needed to mobilize and gather an expansive network of supporters that can ignite a revolution at the perfect time. Chaos and order are interchangeably both positive and negative. Therefore, chaos must be channeled for good to achieve desired results. That affects every facet of human existence to personal affairs. So basically, what's going to happen is revolution is going to abound. And in doing that, there's going to be some kind of chaos and order that will result in both positive and negative results. And it needs to achieve a good desired result that affects every facet of human existence to personal affairs. So this is our changing fortune. Expect that to be what is to come, what is to await our fortune. So. Anyways, thank you for watching the short I Ching divination reading. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.